Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy that you guys are here today and joining me and allowing me to take up space. And I'm glad that you found this video. That means it's for you, it's divine timing. We're going to be talking about the power of self-commitment and self-loyalty. And self-loyalty is really just you showing up authentically as yourself and honoring your own needs and your values. It means choosing yourself no matter what that looks like. And it's important because when you are self loyal and self committed, you build a solid foundation for yourself in your life. You start to feel more confident. You start to feel more sure of the things that are for you and that are not for you. You start surrounding yourself around people who pour into you as much as you pour into yourself. Self loyalty cultivates self love. Self love is essential to our mental health and our happiness. To get you to the point where you feel self committed and self loyal, you have to spend time with yourself. And that could be challenging if you're used to being around people, you are used to chaos, or there's a lot of things going on where you feel like you don't have the time for yourself. Well, this is the thing. You're going to have to find that time. The same time that you find to watch a show or to go to the mall and buy something or stay on FaceTime or on the phone, those are all choices. So choose the ability to be by yourself and to spend time learning yourself through curiosity and not judgment. And if you're someone who likes to express themselves and doesn't necessarily have an outlet, I would suggest journaling, writing down everything that you feel, writing down what you're grateful for, writing down what you see come up in your head. And so that way you'll get a better idea of how it is that you deal with things, how it is that you show up for others, for yourself. What are your values? What is something that comes to you easily that might be a shocker to other people? Or list 5 words that you think your friends can use to describe you and why. Those questions are so important to understanding who you are. And that's just the beginning. You can get deeper. Wherever you are on your journey, just know that it is important to continue this. Because as we grow and evolve, those answers may change. They might not look the same as they did last week. They might not look the same as they did last month or last year. And that just goes to show that you are evolving and that there is growth happening. And give yourself grace for those times where it doesn't look the same. That's okay. It's actually good that it doesn't look the same. You don't want to be in the same frequency and the same energy for the rest of your life. We have bigger places to go. And just know that, like, it is okay to prioritize your needs over others. Okay, we can't be here to please people all the time. That is not our job. Our job is to pour into ourselves and let that reflect on our life on the outside. Because ideally, when you choose yourself, everything around you is going to align with you and what's meant for you. So that can look as simple as you having met people who share the same vision as you, who want to collaborate with you, or who are teaching you new things about yourself to get you to the point of elevation where you wouldn't have known that if you didn't choose yourself. Or if you are really vibing with somebody, but you realize that they didn't respect your boundaries and you had to cut them loose. You realize that all of the pieces in the puzzle start coming together in ways that you would have never expected because you got rid of that vessel and that energy that no longer aligns with you. And we have to normalize removing people out of our lives just because we are no longer in alignment. It doesn't have to be something that is petty or has to be somebody's fault or because someone wasn't good enough. No, it simply means that you are not on the same frequency and timeline at this very moment. However, you can be grateful for what the connection was and what it did for you to get you to that point. And it's okay to let it go because honestly, in life, we have to learn to let go. That is such a key factor in the healing journey and just growing and just life is that there are going to be things that come up that you just have to let go of, no matter how hard it is, no matter how much it hurts you. It's okay to let it go. Now, when I say let it go, I don't mean forget about it. No, because realistically, there are going to be triggers that come up that we have to go through. It's really honestly the universe testing us to see if we are ready to move on to the next step, if we have truly understood the lesson and we're going to apply it so that we don't go in the same cycles and the same patterns over and over again. When those come up, it's important to know that that was in the past, right? Even if, let's say, you cut someone off, like, let's say, like a year ago, because they disrespected your boundary and they lied to you, and you value truth and loyalty in your connections and honesty and vulnerability. So this rubbed you the wrong way. And although you saw the red flag, you decided to stay. And it took you a little while to eventually choose yourself, but you did. Now, let's say later on the next year, you meet somebody that's so cool, y'all are vibing, it's everything, whatever, and you realize that, hold on, they acted in a way similar to the person I dealt with a year ago where I had to cut them off. Now, in that situation, you definitely have a choice because it's a fresh new situation. So you can stick it out, see how it could unfold, or you can trust your gut, trust your discernment, and know that if they are going against your values and against the promises that you made to yourself and are going to be more of maybe a distraction from where it is that you got to go, you got to just cut it off. Like, you know, and I do want to mention that although there could be negative things that come up where you have to navigate them, there can also be really beautiful moments that come up as well. And it's okay to trust when those moments come up because ideally, you have to just use your discernment. When something feels easy and feels right, and you don't have a stomach ache, a headache, because our body tells us, our body is always communicating with us. If you feel safe, if they're showing up in a way that considers you and respects you, it's okay to trust that. It's okay to trust it, because again, that's your choice to trust that. And if you feel in your gut that it is genuine, then go with that. Go with that instinct. And a big part of being self committed and being loyal to yourself is also being gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself, okay? Treat yourself like a friend that really needs a shoulder to cry on or somebody to talk to. Should always be gentle with yourself and give yourself grace and your inner child love and affirm yourself that you've got this. No matter what obstacle is put on your path, you're going to get through it. You're going to overcome that obstacle to get to where you got to go. And celebrate yourself. Celebrate all of your achievements, whether it's huge, whether it's small, whatever that looks like for you. Okay? Celebrate that. Make yourself a smoothie, make yourself a juice, eat that dessert that you love to indulge in. And for me, it's chocolate, okay? But, and really make sure that you are giving yourself your flowers because you deserve your flowers, okay? Because you put in that work every day. You sit with yourself every day. There are things that you do that a lot of people don't know about to continue showing up for yourself, continue putting that smile on your face, and continue staying fit and continue doing your craft. And just know that you are doing the right thing, and I'm so proud of you. And it's beautiful when you surround yourself with others who pour into you, who support your journey and remind you of your worth. Those are the people that you need in your corner. The people who constantly want to see you elevate. Sometimes that looks like having to go through a bunch of different connections until you actually find those people who are truly for you. And at times when it's like that, it's because you had to learn lessons to get there, to really cherish this connection when it came up, to really understand the value and the way that it's going to help you elevate to the next level. And so at times it's necessary, and at times it may come easy. It all depends on your outlook and the way that you think. Because if you change the inner dialogue and you understand that you are worthy of those connections, the frequency is going to align and you are going to be in rooms and spaces and places with people who are like minded and people who you can connect with. And so, of course, all of this comes with practice. The healing journey comes with work. That's the thing. It's so funny. I take this sound bath healing ceremony, and the instructor, the healer, always says you can show up as many times as you want. You can show up to every session if you want. But what you do outside is what really counts. The work that you do on yourself outside is what really matters. And I think it's so true because the work truly doesn't stop, it doesn't end. And that's why we have to give ourselves grace to know when it is okay to just be and be still and just allow the universe to align it for us. Because the truth is, we don't always have it together and we don't always have to have it together, no matter what society makes it seem like. No matter what you see on social media, what you see around you. Because underneath all of that is a human being just like you. Somebody who has insecurities, who has traumas, who has triggers, who also has great qualities about them. Just understand that everybody is here for their own purpose and that you are worthy of love, you are worthy of support, you are worthy of genuine connections, you are worthy of the space to pour into yourself, the time to pour into yourself. Honor your body, honor what your body tells you, what your body shows you, and continue showing up for yourself. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share anything that came up that Either it was your story, something that you've heard, something that you've read. I would love to hear it. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Stay radiant.